Hello, one out there in Facebook land and YouTube land. This is Jackie TV coming back again. How are y'all doing today? This is Rudy again. We're going to talk about something else. We're not going to be that long because a lot of people didn't really pay attention to the WrestleMania stuff. I get a little carried away with sometimes. But here's what I like to talk about. This is my favorite Superman. Superman's my favorite hero. My brother likes the dark side. He likes Batman. So anyways, what y'all think about this? It's like a comic book. I don't know. Somebody gave it to me and stuff like that. Okay, go ahead. What was you saying earlier before we started about the third movie about Spider-Man?
Yeah, so Jake and I were talking a little bit about DC versus Marvel. And yeah, you guys feel free to put in the comments about which you prefer more as DC or Marvel. I shared with Jake.
They even got a video game.
Oh, there's a video game for it as well. I shared, Jake, that overall I'm a Marvel person. I think that Marvel's done a much better job of putting together a cinematic universe to where they've connected all of these different characters together. And then we get the big payoff with the Avengers movies, which is exciting. And now they're in the process of kind of going to the next phase in Marvel.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see with what all that has in store, Jake.
Why does it take so long for Doctor Strange to come out? I just now noticed that coming out in May 7th or 6th.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that, Jake, but I will say, in order for that to make sense, you need to make sure that you've seen WandaVision and that you've also seen the most recent Spider-Man movie, because there's elements of both of those that are going to be weaved into the, I believe it's called Multiverse of Madness is what it's called.
Yes. What do you think about, did you see the last one I made, movie of Spider-Man?
I did.
I liked it all right. I just liked it when Tobey Maguire did it. But you know, in the first Spider-Man that ever came out, there was supposed to be Wolverine in the background and everything, but they couldn't find his suit. They misplaced it, so he wasn't in it. And then another one at the end where his Green Goblin was supposed to wear a certain suit. It was so hideous and scary, and it was so heavy, he wouldn't wear it, so they changed it to what you see if you saw the first one.
Yeah, and I'll just say from the first movie / the most recent movie, you talk about characters that are coming back.
Yeah.
Besides excited to see Spider-Man, the different Spider-Mans, I was excited to see some of the villains. Doc Ock, who was from the second movie, which I thought Alfred Molina did a great job of doing that. And I'll tell you what, Willem Dafoe, the guy that is the Green Goblin, that he's just crazy. He's got the weirdest facial gestures and all to be able to pull off. But I was glad to see he didn't have to hide behind that green costume, which was okay, Jake, in the 1990s, but not quite as cool nowadays in the year 2021.
True. What you think about the third movie overall?
You talking about the most recent third movie of Spider-Man? You talking about the Tobey Maguire third Spider-Man?
Third one. Tobey Maguire one.
The third Tobey Maguire movie is not very good. You're talking about the one that has Eddie Brock with Venom. You have Sandman that's in there too. They try to do the whole storyline of where Spider-Man, Peter Parker has the symbiote costume. And just of the three films that are the Sam Raimi directed and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's, by far that one is the weakest one.
Because I didn't know the backstory. I couldn't figure it out. It got me lost. I ended up falling asleep through part of it. Because when I don't understand it or don't get it, I fall asleep through it. Like this last movie I went and saw was Batman. I didn't really like it because they had the guy from what's his name from the Twilight movies.
Twilight, yeah.
And I didn't realize it was going to be 3 hours long. I fell asleep through part of it. It's okay, but they could have done without Batman. The whole storyline was not all there. The suits they're wearing were different. It had a Catwoman in it and everything, just odd.
And I'm sorry, Jake, I haven't watched it yet, but I have done a little bit of research, and it's a combination, I think, of 3 different comic book stories within the actual comic book that they've kind of taken and that they've blended together. So
you are correct. And the Penguin don't even look like Penguin.
Yeah.
But overall, let me know what y'all think and all that.
DC or Marvel, where are you at?
Yeah, I love Superman, but I wish he was on there. But when he died, the guy who did Marvel died. I should have kept my comic books, but I didn't. Cause right after I sold them all, he died. That could have been worth something. Y'all have a nice day. Stay weird. Do something crazy. Peace out!